Hi, welcome back. I'm Magnamus, and again doing a short review of basically my setup. So I went through the SCUF controller. Now the other thing I use, by the way, I'm a bit biased, I prefer wires. I know it's a bit old school with all the wireless stuff. I find, equipment tends to be lighter. You don't get battery failure in the middle of your game. Response time is slightly faster. Now most games you don't actually notice it. It's probably like a psychological thing, but I'm old school like that. I like my wires. So today I'm reviewing the Turtle Beach Ear Force XL1. So this is the headset that I use. This is my second one. It's a pretty nice little headset, mainly because of the price, to be honest. This is, I think, the cheapest headset with the big earphones available on the market. Now, it looks not bad. It's decent for comfort. I mean, if you wear it for a really long time, it can kind of create a bit of a pressure. But what I mean by a long time, I mean you're sitting there gaming nonstop for 4 or 5 hours plus. So if you're not that hardcore of a gamer, it's not going to be an issue. And it's really nice. This picks up quite a bit of noise. There's no noise canceling. So if you have kids in the back or something like that, there's a good chance your teammates are going to hear what's going on. But if that doesn't bother you, then it really does the trick. One nice thing about this thing, it's reliable. I mean, it always works for me. It hasn't caused any problems. You plug this part of the wire in to your controller. You got the game volume, chat volume, and the mute button here. Everything works pretty much as intended. One thing I think I would prefer is if the mute was actually a little spring-loaded button instead of a switch. Sometimes it's really awkward to try to hit that mute button, especially in the middle of some crazy action. If I need to say something to my wife or buddy or whatever, and I don't want everybody to hear it. So it's a bit tricky to hit it, and also with the alignment of the volume here and the mute button there, what happens sometimes is I'll end up muting but turning up the chat volume to a ridiculous level, either like to a point where I can't hear it or so loud that it's like I just want to take the headset off. So that's a little bit tricky. Another thing, and the reason why this is my second headset and not my first one, they last about a year. I'm not sure why, but that's been my experience. Again, this is my second set, so I don't know. But something happens with the wire, and eventually you can't chat or you can't hear the game volume. Not sure why that happens. I think probably the cordage itself. It's not exactly the highest quality stuff. But for what it's designed for and its price point, I think it's kind of one of those things where you pay for what you get. So I mean, if they could increase the quality on that, I'd pay probably an extra $20 or something for that. But I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon. Anyhow, I highly recommend it. It's reliable, it's affordable, and it's pretty much available for purchase at any of those electronic stores and Walmart, superstores, and things like that. So check it out. Again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button.